Alright, hello. This is the first video that I'm making as a full length on World Power Collectibles, and today we're going to be going through my Shiny Treasures EX fully completed set, and I'm going to be talking about where I obtained these cards, prices I paid, and different factors like condition when comparing all these cards, and how I'm storing it for resale or just in the collection. So starting off, we can obviously see that we've got these ones here. I'm going to put them to the side for now. We're going to be going through the main set. We'll get back to these later. So the way I am storing the full set at the moment is within this Scarlet Violet 151 9 pocket 360 card binder. This is just as I had it lying around at the time, so I just put it all in here. So we get it opened. So a lot of the cards in the Shiny Treasure EX set are all reprints. So we obviously have a couple of cards here, like these three. Well, these on the bottom row are all from Paldea Evolved, I believe. Originally they're from Paldea Evolved. So with holiday sets like Shiny Treasure EX, so Paldean Treasures in English, the sets will be composed of some reprints and some newer cards. So like the top row is also 151 set of Oddish Line here. Then we'll have Paldea Evolved, some EXs. So sometimes I will either sleeve the cards in a semi-rigid, not semi-rigid, sorry, a slim fit. So this one's just one of my regular sleeves, probably because I obtained it outside of when I was sleeving the rest of them, as I would just chuck them in there. But you can see with this Pineco here, for example, it's in a slim fit. So KMC, perfect fit. These protect the cards nicely. I reckon I'll probably chuck up an image of the packaging. You can get about 100 for something like £4 to £5 in the UK. The reasons for getting slim fits is that they obviously can go inside of your normal standard soft sleeve, penny sleeve. So what you can actually do with them is place the covered edge on the top and then put a penny sleeve underneath, so it's protecting from dust from the top, damage from the top, but also protecting another one with the sides, and also it's giving you more protection on the back. So especially with like binders, you've kind of got a bumpy background, so it's good to have double protection with the normal perfect fits and the KMC slim fits. But with these normal common cards, some of them I've just chucked in as just the normal slim fits. So moving on, we've got more Scarlet Violet base. We've got stuff like the Meowscarada. So this brings me on to how I obtained these cards. So a mixture of them are from when I went to Japan this year, or 2024, sorry now, when I went in 2024. And I've left all of the stickers on, as I thought it'd be interesting to go back and look how much I paid for some of these. So these were obtained, I think like this one, I remember this sticker, it was obtained in, I think it was a hobby, Book Off, that's the one, Book Off. So yeah, this one was obtained in Book Off, in the little reduced section in the cabinets. So that's what I did with most of these shinies, get to later on. For the common cards, I went to the bulk bins, like in the card shops, or in the Hobby Off, Book Off, went through those, and also I ordered a bundle of the cards online. So someone had seems like ripped a booster box and then they just shipped all the stuff out that they didn't want, and that ended up being some that I needed for the set. So on average, I paid, I think it would probably be about 5p per card. So that's combining all the eBay value and the price of the cards in the bulk bin. So for the bulk bin, I think it was 33 yen per card, and that equates to, at the time of when I bought them, it was £1 per 183 yen-ish. So it ended up being like 15p. We'll just call it 15p per card when I went in Japan. But also, I will say, there was a couple of cards, not like specifically this Gravel, but like EX cards that were strewn into the bulk bins. And I grabbed some of the hollows as well that way. So it was actually quite cheap to complete this set. As you'll see later on, there are some pretty good prices on the shiny cards. So got a lovely Chen Pao here. Pretty sure this one's from Powder as well. We got Pikachu, got Raichu. So what I've done with this set is I'm not going to fill it out with all of the Pixel Hollow, Pixel reverse variants. So this is one different kind of reverse from this set. You get, I think it was 2 per pack, unless you got a shiny or an EX or whatever. I'll chuck up a picture now of the different hollow version that you could obtain for this set if you wanted to fully master it. I just haven't got the effort to obtain all of the different variants. Then you've got the Mew reprint from 151. But yeah, so most of these, I think all of them should be sleeved, as I'll hopefully be moving this set on in the future and selling it somewhere else. But we can see something special here. It's the Charizard EX reprint from Ruler of the Black Flame, 100 yen. So when I went, that would have been 50p I paid for this. Just reflects how crazy the yen went down during that time period. We'll see on most of these cards, they're, I wouldn't say mint, but they are near mint. High LP to, no, I'd say, because there's only a tiny bit of sort of jagged on the bottom edge. So I'd say near mint minus on those. Everyone's got a different definition. It's to whoever's listing them. Pidgeot there from Ruler of Black Flame again. And then something funny about this Bravery Charm was I couldn't obtain it in Japan. I searched all the bulk bins for it, couldn't find it. I found one from a different set that had a Bravery Charm in it, but it was like SV something else. It wasn't 4A. So these are all SV4A, so I had to order a specific SV4A Bravery Charm on eBay, which ended up costing me like £1.70 or something. So that was an expensive trainer card to obtain. Moving on. Got Giovanni here. What's this? Charisma. Don't remember there being a Giovanni in. Okay, fine, cool. Well, I've got it anyway, it's fine. And moving on now, you can see this is where the price tags start picking up, because most of the ones before, like I'm saying, picked them out from the bulk bins. So they aren't individually priced. They just count them up at the checkout, and they give you at the checkout they give you a total of how many cards you got times by 33. But these ones are individually priced. Also, I will add onto the screen, but I actually have quite a long receipt. So I think for like the Gloom and stuff, I bought them from a place called Haruruya 2 in Akihabara. What they do is they've got a limited amount of stock on the actual floors, but they've got computers. So I think there was about 8 when I went. But you go onto the computers, you can turn the translation into English for the website. And what we did in that store was you go on the website, you choose which era of Pokemon you want to search for. So I chucked in Shiny Treasury X. I'm not sure if there was actually a translation feature. I think it was very basically translated, so some of the big text was put into English, but some small text like the sets, they weren't translated. So what they do is you'd go onto the computer, put in the generation or sort of so Scarlet Violet era, and then you'd go into the set, scroll down through the set, pick out all the ones you need. They're all individually priced. So you add it to a basket, and then what you'd do is you'd get a confirmation on the screen saying, yes, I want to buy all of these items, and then you get given a little ticket. You write down the number on your little ticket, and then you go upstairs, up a floor, and you go wait at a counter, and then they all collect your cards, and then you pay at the till up there. Make sure all the conditions are the correct conditions that were listed on the website and you've confirmed to pay for. Make sure you're happy with all of them, and then you receive the cards, and then that's it. It's a really easy process and very streamlined. This one was a pain in the ass to get. This is Pineco, and I couldn't find it anywhere in Japan. Nowhere had it, so I ordered it off eBay, and it was quite a lot more expensive for that. Something interesting is this Vileplume. Big stack of these, 73 yen. So back when I would have gone, probably been about 32-ish yen. Oh, sorry, not 32, probably about 38p, English GBP. 38p for a Vileplume shiny. Good condition as well. You can see it there. And I don't know why, but I just love keeping the barcodes and stuff. I don't know, for stuff like this video, going through and being able to remember where I obtained all of them, what prices I paid for all of them. But yeah, 25p for that one. For Skiploom. Seriously undervalued. I mean, you try and pick up any of these in English, in the English set equivalent, and they'll run you what, £4-5 per. It's one of my favourites. Sprigatito. Lovely colours on that shiny. Moving on. Got some big ones here. Got Charmander. Bring that closer. I don't remember exactly how much I paid on some of these, but I don't think any of them were more expensive than the Pikachu. The Pikachu was the most expensive baby shiny. This one I imagine run me about 800 yen, so probably like £4. Beautiful shiny. Something I want to talk about as well is the change in quality over the years for the actual baby shinies. Got Entei. I got multiple of this one because they were just so cheap. 400. That's a lovely card. So with the new Shiny Treasury X, we can see that there is texture on the holo now. Instead of, well, they've always been hollow, but this one's more defined, it's more bright, and it's in circles around the card. The stars are individually textured, and the Pokemon is individually textured as well. This is something I'm not sure happened in previous sets like Hidden Fates, but if you're able to see the outline on Entei, the quality has increased quite a lot for the baby shinies over the years. I love that Slowbro. Great shiny. But yeah. Some of these I got in Book Off or Hobby Off. This is what this price tag is from. This is a Book Off pricing label. So if you see any of these, no, I picked all of these up at Hobby Off. And you can see as it goes into the center, it makes that natural swirl as well. So, see right there, it goes in and makes a little circle in the middle. It's a lovely little detail. You don't get to see it on many of them because they're all covering it up, but if one's like that, it comes out pretty clearly. And of course, the bigger one, 1500. I don't think it was the greatest condition. C-Labo yellow label tends to mean it's got some sort of defect. So it comes with a lower price tag, but also it'll come in yellow. So that's the way to find whether you're looking at damaged cards or not. They'll have a yellow price tag in C-Labo. I think this is pretty consistent for most card stores, that they'll give you like white price tags for non-damaged, yellow price tags for damaged products. I think the problem with this one was the top. It's like a little bit, tiny little bit jagged along the top, but the rest of it's good. It's a binder copy. Beautiful. So on average, I think the ones that don't really have labels on them are probably replaced. And they're probably from Haruruya, as I was talking about. I'll get the receipt up at the end, but I did get a big receipt from Haruruya, where most of these were from. It's a nice new line, actually. I quite like those new ones. The routes Curlier I have to obtain, and also, so yeah, these four I obtained in England, either through card shows or through eBay. I think the most expensive one was one we'll get onto later, that I had to pick up in England. The Pidgey. I think it was around £4 when I bought it, because I don't know why, it's just the most expensive one. I know that people use it in decks, but you can't use the Japanese versions in English decks. But yeah, there we go. This one, crap shiny, but it's a nice card. I like it. The only thing that changes with it, its flares from its eyes turn to orange compared to the normal. It's pretty shit. 100 yen on that one, 50p. Love this one. This one's amazing. Got Lucario up there. Those ones are nice. The Riolu and Lucario. Yeah, I only just completed the whole set, as I was waiting to buy the Gardevoir, as I didn't actually obtain that in Japan. I had to buy it in England. Yeah, £4 on the Pidgey. What fun. Amazing. $380 on the Snorlax. That's a cool one. Doesn't change much, but everyone loves Snorlax. And also this Ditto up here is a lovely colour. Really nice colour on this one. Spent a long time in in the hobby off and book offs looking at bulk bins for these. I'll tell you a funny thing about these two here. I think I maybe grabbed about 4 from the bulk bins, so 33 yen for, I think I grabbed like 4 of each, and I've already sold quite a few of them, I believe. But yeah, 15p for those copies, which is quite cool. I think Shroodle was also another one I picked up in a bulk bin. Oh, Lechonk. This bastard. Took me a long time to get him as well. Had to buy him in England. And also that one. But yeah, so these ones. Picked up most of these from Book Off Hobby Off. 180. Lovely. Oh, how can I forget the Charizard and the Mew? Two best ones. Obviously, we got the Charizard, Iron Treads, what's that one called? Great Tusk in English as promos. We also got the Mabostiff, not Mabostiff, yeah, Mabostiff and there's 2 other ones that we got as promos in English as well, but yeah, they're actually incorporated into the set in Japanese, and you have to collect them. The Mew, you can see again the swell in the middle of the page. Well, not page, but middle of the card. Beautiful card. Yeah, 88 yen for that Iron Treads. Wow. £10 for ETB promo. No. Obviously part of the set in Japanese. I think you got 1 per box for each of these. Oh yeah, could probably talk about that. So with the shinies, it was 1 per box for these, and you got 3 baby shinies. And then you had a chance at getting basically the rest of that. But obviously you get this one in the ETB in English. I picked this up in England because I don't think I found it for a price I was happy with in Japan. Which is fine. Obviously would have been way cheaper to get it in Japan. But got it here, £10. Got this from a card show, London Card Show. Remember buying that one. And yeah, when you're paying £4 on a Pour Me, it feels rough. It's about 25p in English. Yeah, those ones they've got nice colour on these, like a nice shine. Because the texture comparatively to the English cards is much better on Japanese. They shine much better. I will go and grab my Judge in English and compare the two, because I've got a copy I can compare for them. And then these ones I just keep in top loaders. So back to these now. So with the Mew, Gardevoir, Charizard, I keep them inside top loader, team bag, just because they're at a higher price point. I don't really want these to get, well, it's not like I want any of them to get damaged, but these I will be distraught if they get damaged, because these are quite expensive cards. So this Charizard, it's got an amazing texture with kind of like beams shooting in every direction. Obviously, the Terra hats, it's fine, don't mind them. I know people absolutely hate them, but it's fine. So yeah, this Charizard I picked up at London Card Show as well. What it was is I bought this and a PSA 10 Japanese Pikachu, the one from Cosmic Eclipse, but in Japanese. I forgot the set name for that one. But anyway, yeah, that was in a PSA 10. I got the both of them, I think, for something like 160. So this came out to be, I think, about 90 for this one. I think it's gone up since then due to the Pokemon boom we're now in, and I believe it's something like 120 now. It's not an amazing increase, but it's an increase nonetheless. Oh, this one's the big one. This one's the most expensive in the set. The Chase. And this one's got a fun story behind it. I picked this one up in Japan, and what it was is I picked it up from a shop in Akihabara. I thought, yeah, it's too cool to pass up. I'm just going to grab it. I don't think at this time I thought I was going to buy the whole set. I think I maybe did, but I just wanted it for the collection. And so I checked back and front, and then I'll tell you the English, I'll tell you the modern day market for this card. In Japanese, it's about 160. Picked up for about 35 quid, I think. £35 for this Mew, back before the big boom, Pokemon boom. Such an amazing card. Yeah, place that in there. And the Gardevoir. This was the final card I got to complete the set. This was the only one I was missing. I didn't want to pull the trigger on it for a long time because, I don't know, I just thought it was pretty expensive for all the Japanese version, but I've got it now. It's done. The set's completed. But yeah, this Gardevoir's got some amazing texture on it. The sun, it's almost like the texture in the bubble for the Mew. So there's a sun or probably a moon. Yeah, it's a moon. A moon in the background. But there's also like texture for the trees in the background for this. But Gardevoir is also textured in the actual, like, is it dress? Yeah, dress. In the actual dress that she has as well. I paid 65, I think, for this copy. Asked for a load of pictures of it near mint. I was very happy. It's a good transaction. And now it's a completed set. This one is another one I paid for in English. £50. Rough. Also 800, slightly damaged Nemona. I don't think it's that damaged. Japan's pretty good with their well, I won't say pretty good, pretty rigorous with their quality. So any slight defect, so I'm not sure if you can see it, it's got a tiny bit of whitening, that's classed as damage, and the price gets cut in half. I'm not complaining, I don't care, I like it. Give me more. And moving on to this page, got this art up here. This is a criminally underrated art. The Clive SAR. I think people haven't clocked it yet because it's all of the new trainers. I don't know, I love the art style on it. It's like a Where's Wally sort of picture. And then all of these gold as well. Fun one about this. Oh, I should have said, the rest of these price tags are also from Haruruya. So they had bulk bins in Haruruya. Some of them, 200 yen for a Chiyu gold. And they were just in the bulk bins. So any labels like that, they're also from Haruruya. But some of these, like the Koraidon and Miraidon, I ordered through the computer searching program that they have in the C-Labo. They're very, very good. Very easy way to order cards in the stores. Saves you having to look for specific things all the time and go into specific counters to look for cards. You can look at them all on a big facility. I don't want to say interweb, but inventory. The store's inventory. You can search for it on the store's inventory and then order it. Go collect it. Very easy. So yeah, this is the complete set. I think I'll run the calculations of how much I believe I spent on the set, but I've been checking market value for the completed set, and it runs at about 700, 750, depending on the condition of the big hits, of course, and also whether they've got the reverses. With the reverses, I think is like the upper end of 750. So with this set, I'm hoping to get probably about 700. So yeah, that's the completed set. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.